Hello everyone, I am Raju Kalita, Department of Physics, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong. Title of my work is Trend Analysis of Climate Indices for Daily Temperature and Precipitation Record in Tura, Meghalaya. Introduction. Tura is a hilly town in the West Garo Hills district of Meghalaya in the northeastern part of India. Its average altitude is 349 meters from mean sea level. The climate of Tura is basically subtropical with hot and humid summers, severe monsoons and mild winters. Dataset and analysis. The dataset starting from 1st January 1982 to 31st December 2019 was obtained from NASA Langley Research Center Power Project funded through the NASA Earth Science Applied Science Program, and they are free to access. 27 core climate indices as recommended by expert team for climate change detection, monitoring and indices are calculated using ArcClimateX and open source R package. Out of 27 core climate indices, 16 are for temperature and 11 are for precipitation. This is the list of climate indices. Left side shows the temperature indices, whereas the right side shows the precipitation indices. Let me explain the first one, FD0. That means the frost days. It is the number of days when the daily minimum temperature is less than 0 degree, and they are counted per year. Its unit is days. Similarly, all other indices are being explained by this definition. In this slide, we want to know what is the trend in the values. For that, we applied Mann-Kendall trend test, which is a basically robust technique to determine the trend. This technique is based on S statistics given by equation 1 and equation 2. In the right side, you can see a table for CWD, which corresponds to consecutive wet day precipitation. Its unit is days per year. You can see in 1982 the value is 23. In 1983 the value is 19. So when you minus 23 from 19, you get a value, negative value. For that the sign is minus 1. Similarly, when you minus 23 from 18, you will get again a negative value. Then you have to add all those negative values or zeros or positive values to get the sign. That is, for 1982 the sign of x is 20. Similarly, for 1983 sign of x is 32. Then you have to sum all these values to get ultimately the s value, which is 318 in this case. Now the variance of this statistics is determined using the equation 3, where n is the number of data years, p is the number of tide groups, tj is the element corresponding to z tide group. To the next slide, we see that the z value is given by the equation 4 depending on the value of s. Here we see that the s is greater than 0, that is 318. Then the value of z will be 99% significant if it is greater than 2.6 and 95% significant if it is greater than 1.96. We found that the z value is 4 in case of CWD. All the indices are being calculated in R. Here the result for CWD is shown. Z value is 4.0, which we get 3.9 if we do manually. S value is 319. Now we have found that the Z is significant at 99%. But how much is the trend? That is given by the sense slope. Sense slope is basically the median of this decay value, which is given by equation 5. So these are our results. Table 2 shows the extreme temperature indices and table 3 shows extreme precipitation indices. You can see in table 2 that only 3 temperature indices showed a significant trend and all the 3 are negative. You can see from the graph that the solid line represents the linear slope, which is decreasing. In TN 10P also it is decreasing, and in CSGA it is also decreasing. Whereas for extreme precipitation indices, all the indices except one, CDD, shows significant trend. Only one index showed a negative trend and the rest of them showed positive trend. The CWD trend is shown in this figure. Here you see the trend line, that is the slope, is increasing. Conclusion. From the analysis of temperature indices, Tura has not observed any significant warming trend, but decrease in cold nights, cold spell duration indicates a clear impact of warming of the region. While the increased amount of precipitation and its intensity could result in severe flood situation. References. So these are the references that I have used for my work. Thank you very much.